And welcome back to TheNosePlays, Thea to the Shattering. Picking up part 4 of our series of The Chosen of Lada. And as we left off, at the end of last game, we discovered mythical leather and ancient wood very close to each other. Both are tier 3 resources, and both of them are things that we can use to craft items with. One thing that I do want to do is I want to check this area, because I believe we're going to get 3 tiles. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I could build something like right here, and this gives me 1, 2, 3. So there's like a couple of tiles over here that I don't have uncovered. Well, actually it looks like I have uncovered these before, so there shouldn't be any new things for us, but I'd like to check it out nonetheless. Out of curiosity, what is everybody doing at the moment? We have some gatherers gathering. Some terrain research. Okay, so we're 1 turn away from that. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish this up. Demon has leveled up again. Interesting. A 20% debuff to the stats of an enemy with reasonable damage, or we can increase Dragon Breath and get a little bit more damage out of that. I actually like this a lot. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that for now. Alright, and then this will be completed in 1 turn. This will be completed in 3 turns. 2 turns, and I'm not sure that I have any cooking available. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and spend a couple of turns getting this research done. So we'll get another one of these done in 2 turns. And we'll move on. Excuse me. I guess the question is, yeah, if I can do both of those in 1 turn, I might as well. Alright, now let's break camp. And let's scout. Let's start by moving to this location. Have a closer look. Take the stash and bury the corpse. Alright, so this is really the information that I wanted. So now it's just a matter of deciding exactly what tile we want to build our village in. And I'm kind of the mind that this is the better tile, because we have meat and fruit, which means we can actually create food from that. No vegetables, unfortunately. But from right here, or even right here, or even right here, 1, 2, 3, 2. Actually, that gives us access to the topaz as well. And the dryad wood. Yeah, I kind of like that. So this is probably where we want to put in. This also gives us a nice little spot to put a ship out if we do decide to do that. But we get malachite, we get topaz, we get fruit, meat, and fish. We get wood and dryad wood and ancient wood. We get mythical leather and furs. The only thing we're really lacking is a stone resource. I guess a bone. We don't have bone or stone from that position. But I think it's good enough to go ahead and get our village made. This is kind of irrelevant. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and set up my village here, and then we're going to go ahead and research all of these things with all the research points that we just collected. Yes, 2 wisdom. Not even sure why I set up camp there. Okay. Welcome. Oh. 3 turns of toxin. I don't like that. Alright, we'll set up our camp here. I've got 2 people gathering meat, and actually, probably, maybe not those 2 people. Let's go to the crafting menu. Wow. My Hellhound's crafting skill is that much higher than everybody else's. Okay, well, if we go to crafting, actually, if we go to equipment, the best crafting tool for his character is going to be a percent-based one. This is a flat one. This is a percent-based one that I can throw on him, which gets him up to 18. Obviously, that percent-based one is good. Did we have a better one? Yeah, I have this one. But this one I could actually put on him. Let's take a look at this. So he's at 23 crafting. With this slightly better tool, he goes up to 24. So it's worth 1 point on him. It wouldn't be worth as much on this character. Gathering tool on actually you, and a crafting tool on the rat because they tend to do a lot of cooking, and I mean, we'll just throw this on this character for now. It's kind of all irrelevant. We've got a lot of items to figure out here in a minute as well. We picked up a lot of stuff at the very end of last game. But we are going to go ahead and craft our village. And we're going to do it out of ancient wood and our cosmic seed. This should give us really good stats on a few things. Let's go ahead and confirm that design, and with both of these characters I still can't quite get it to 1 turn, so it's going to take 2 turns. But that's okay. We'll put a couple characters on research in the interim. And I really hope that I get the ancient wood, because it's going to suck if I did the math on this wrong. But normal village gives you 2 tiles, because it's normally +1. So you always have 1 when you're camped. Normal village gives you 2. This should give us +2. So a total of 3. Alright, let's go ahead and get a bunch of these things learned. So we need that. We're going to need dryad wood. We're going to need ancient wood. We're going to need furs and leather. And that's about it for now. It's a good thing we saved up all those points, because we are almost out again. The other thing that I should probably research is some type of food. This allows us to make treats. We could actually make some of these. This is the one that allows us to make fruit and meat and fruit and fish. So goblin recipes actually sounds like a reasonable investment, because this gives us more food types that we can build in our main village. We can already build the meat plus fruit. Hearty meals would also give us meat plus meat, which would be good, but I think I'm going to go with this because we have so much fruit available. That'll give us plenty to do in our town for a while. And if we go to gathering, I should have a few more options now, so we can put a couple more characters on things. And then cooking and composites. We actually have goblin recipes, and we can do fruit and meat. Plum roast. Go ahead and make me some plum roast. Alright, we got more wisdom or more wits. I think we'll just go for the wisdom. Also, a low health alert. Who is at low health? It's gotta be one of the rats. Huh. Oh, it's the demon. Ooh. The toxin that we picked up from that party we ran into is doing a number on him. -4 health per turn. I don't know that I have any way to save this guy. Yeah, I really don't. There's not much I can do for him. I don't have any items that benefit health in any way or regen. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see if he rolls well enough to survive. This should give us our village. And we now have some great things that we can, hopefully, gather. So if I go to the gathering menu, oh yes, look at this. And ancient wood is on here, so I was correct, it is 3. But we can gather 2 pages worth of stuff, folks. So we're in really good shape now. Okay. Having all these party members is great, but now we have a lot more decisions to make as to who's going to be doing what. Also, we should gain another demon here shortly, our village demon. And we have more spots for research, which is really helpful. I want to sort of unassign everybody for the moment. We've got a lot of cooking, crafting, and other things to get done, but the most important thing that we need to do is we need to get our best gatherers on the mythic leather, I think. So with those 3, how many points do I need? Like 200. Oh, it's gonna be this guy. That gets that in 1 turn. That gets that in 1 turn. Topaz would also be really nice. Topaz is a good resource for several items. It's lighter than normal, so it makes really good light equipment. It does have a slight rate of trash quality. Oh wow, we actually have bone. I didn't realize we were close enough to bone. And we have wood, so we'll never have to worry about any of those things. I need to gather some more meat and some more fish at some point. We already have a fair amount of malachite. I guess the question is, do I want more? And if so, how much? We have 40. I guess before I worry about that, let's go ahead and take a look at a few other things. This is definitely going to be locked in for the time being. To be fair, I may pull one of these guys off to do the crafting, because we've got a lot of things we need to craft. Let's talk about some really good light armor. 15 shielding. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and make some of this. Well, let's confirm the recipe type and add it to favorites for now. What else can we make out of these materials? So topaz can be used to make some really light tools, which are nice. Like, what does this do? Crafting. Just flat 3 to crafting. Gathering tools, we can do increased gathering by 40% or increased gathering of 5.6. I like this one because the group carrier multiplier is really handy. Yeah, they both have 1.4 essence, so let's go ahead and confirm this design and add it to our favorites as well. This does add some research capacity, which is nice. Unfortunately, I don't have any tier 3 gems. This adds the same amount, but it's a lighter item. It doesn't weigh as much. But we have enough of this that we can confirm that. Add that to favorites. We'll be able to make that pretty easily. Medium armor. Here we go. This should be really good medium armor or an elemental armor. So this is 16 shielding in all colors, plus extra health and extra sanity. Or 43 shielding. This one we can also make. So we could make this type of armor, or we could make this type of armor. This is pretty heavy, 24 in all with pretty large stat attributes, or 59 shielding. So this is really good for us. So we picked the right resources. This is a really good spot because we can make all three types of armor. Doesn't really help us make axes. We could make a pretty good shield. Should go ahead and add, what does this one do? Interesting. So this one's 22 red shielding, with the shields up at 6.4, or 8 multicolor shielding, with shields up of 3.6, and shields up targets 2. Yeah, both of them should target 2. We'll go ahead and confirm that design and add that to favorites. Okay. This was one that I could not, because the secondary materials aren't great, but we do have this granite, so we could do something like that. And that's going to make better weapons than what we have. Also, we could make an elemental version. Return 50% of damage dealt as shield points. Damage is increased by a flat amount. Increases wisdom by 11%. Go ahead and confirm this one for now. The two-handed artifact, we could also do snare. That's really big. Brotherhood of Blood. Decrease delay of wounded ally and boost their combat attributes. 12% physical and spiritual resistance. I don't know. We might go ahead and do this, but I'll go ahead and add it to the list of things that we might build. I didn't add the medium or the... I guess we should go ahead and do this, because there's only one way to make that one. And then the heavy armor, we could also do alright, so we got all these lovely things made from mostly the resources that we have, the tier 3 resources we have in our village now. So these are all things that need to get crafted. What are ones we can work on right away? Looks like I could get to work on that shield pretty quickly. So yeah, let's go ahead and put not you, but you on the shield. And then I guess we could put you on it as well. That shaves off a turn. Not sure how important that is. Ooh, it's... Okay. With 3 on each of these, I have enough with those 2 crafting that I can make these every turn, which I need to be doing. That leaves a couple of characters here. This is our new house demon. We can put on a task. I generally like putting him on research, but that should be everybody, right? Yeah, everybody's doing something now. Alright, cool. We'll just go with this for a little while. We're hopefully not going to lose our demon, but demons have very low health, apparently. Okay. A divine house demon. Welcome him and carry on. Lots of stuff going on here. We're getting 9 ancient wood per turn and 13 leather per turn. Since we're in a village, we shouldn't be losing sanity and faith. Yeah, unfortunately, he did not make it. Oh, interesting. Your wounds were too grave, and so the gates of the underworlds opened to take your soul, and yet the gates of the underworlds remain shut, and Naya's voice beckons. This is the time of all souls, my time. You will serve beyond death. Okay, so our demon came back. He's a zombie demon. Unliving corpse of a drowned person brought back to life by dark magic. I don't know if he kept any of his stats. It doesn't look like it because all of his abilities are different. So, unfortunately we lost any points we invested in him. But he's still around. And he's still gathering, which is good. And he still has a pretty high gathering stat, actually. Let's take a look at his character in more detail. So he's got 17 crafting and gathering in the village, which is nice. Some of this comes from working in the village. Our idol produces quite a bit of stats for characters who are gathering stuff. I don't have anybody gathering food at the moment, but I do have a couple of characters cooking it. And we're now out of fish, so we'll need to come up with a new recipe. We could do... I already have meat and fruit. We need some of these new ones. We could do like fruit and spice. And we can also do fruit and fish. We already did plum roast. Fruit and meat. Okay. Add these two favorites. Alright. Cool. That should be fine for a little while. And we have some other ones we could craft if we wanted to. I'm not sure if any of these need to be cooked right now. I think we'll just pass and let them craft what they have at the moment. Okay. Let's Got all these lovely things that need crafting. Most of these are going to need multiple copies made, but we'll just start with one of each, I guess. Alright, our shield got made. So now we're on to the armor, it looks like. Alright, who has shields? You have a shield. And you have a shield. Let's definitely put that on him. Oh. You could carry 2 shields? What? That's a thing? Well, that's interesting. I did not know you could do that. Why are we unable to do that? Is this just too heavy? Mythical artifact? That's not the shield. Oh, well that would be why. Never mind, that's not a shield. Mythical artifact. Okay, this is the one-handed. Yeah. I gotcha. So like a good weapon for her. Or her. Or him. We'll put it on her for now. 16 damage for a wisdom attack. Not bad. Yeah, this one's only 13, so... maybe we should give this to our chosen. Sure, let's make our chosen special. This one is much better, so we'll give that to her. And then this crappy one we'll just break down. Okay, I've got all of these new armors. We're probably not going to use many of them. But characters who can wear them should. Surprisingly, I can't put any of them on him. This character can wear that one. $20, $24, $23. Yeah, this is a heavy armor. Guess we could just throw a shield on that character. Oh, we did get the ancient shield created. Okay, cool. We'll put that on our chosen as well. Now our chosen is pretty well equipped. He actually could have some heavier armor. So maybe we throw this on him. Ooh, even this is too heavy for him. That's okay. Not too heavy for this character. And this lighter armor. Nope. There we go. Okay, who had the javelins? I think it was this character had javelins. Let's take a look. Yeah, the ones we have are both better than these. A character with a shield. Really? This is too heavy for you? So it is. Thought his strength was pretty high. Even at 10 he can't with this armor at least. Sandstone is a pretty heavy armor. Alright, well, who else can we throw that on? Pretty much none of these characters. That's fine. Do we want to keep any of these at all? I think we just trash all of it. Okay, just slowly but surely cranking out stuff here. I am at some point going to need to send some of my characters out in a separate party. It says you are visited by an odd menagerie of guests, a witch, a werewolf, a ghost, and an unliving corpse. They utter the words trick or treat and look at you unexpectedly. Okay, intelligence. You have heard of this custom. Give them some fruit sweets, as is the custom. Give 40 fruit, then join in the fun. Okay. We will go with that. Ah, so any foods made with fruit can also be given as a treat. That's good to know. They take the gifts, and although they seem unsure if that is all they are supposed to do, they move along to find more willing participants. Before leaving, the witch speaks. On All Hallows Eve, you've given us food. Thus, I shall tell your fate, be it bad or good. She tells you of 3 ways your fortune can be told on Halloween. Agree to have your fortune told from an apple peel. Say that you shall try the fate telling from a mirror. Refuse politely and wish them well. Go trick-or-treating with them. I think I'm going to go with the mirror. You must sit in a darkened room holding a lit candle in your bare hand until the last of the flame and wax burns your flesh. Until this time, and if the spirits deem it is right, you shall see your fate reflected in the mirror. Beware, if you drop the candle or fall asleep, you may seal a dark fate. Sit with the candle. You see yourself joyful, at peace, fulfilled, and feel lucky, or feel luck smiling your way. We got some luck on a couple of characters and lost some health on another one. Alright, a couple of characters leveled up, including our chosen. Boy, 2 points of intelligence is really good, but I'm tempted to grab the point of strength so that we can outfit him a little bit better. Although, he is equipped with some of the best items we have currently, so he doesn't really need more strength necessarily. We go with that then. And then this character... his intelligence is pretty high. Poison throwing dagger uses intelligence. Let's go ahead and increase that ability for now. Check in on our craftsmen. They're cranking through items. So it looks like we have a mythic robe in the works. I won't be able to craft this one until we get more granite, so I can remove it from the queue. Alright, we're almost into the next season, which is a gathering season. And it is a season where everybody gains extra XP for gathering, so you'll want most of your characters doing that. What else do we have? Gathering grants extra XP per turn. Alright, so, because it grants extra XP per turn, this is not a season to be doing research. Plus, all of our big research is done. This is just a little bit of research. It's nice to have this rolling when you have nothing better to do. But we definitely have better things to be doing. So let's take a look at what we might want to do here. I could collect some topaz, or we could just go like that. Like, let's just do this for a couple of turns. Also, for whatever reason... Oh, it looked like that this was turned on. We could turn both of these on now that we're gathering them. The other ones I'll leave off at the moment because we don't have any way of collecting more. But it looks like we do need to start making more foods. Alright, so this character needs more strength. +2 wit is kind of hard to pass up though. The reason I like the +2 wit has to do with this, which has true damage. True damage deals extra damage if the target is armored. And the reason that wit's important for that is the faster you attack, the more likely you're going to hit a character with armor before other characters do. So it allows him to take advantage of that true damage a little bit more regularly. But this does give him more health and more carry capacity. He already is having difficulty carrying his axe and his shield, so we'll go ahead and grab the strength. Alright. Cool. Our house demon leveled up. Let's take a peek at his stats. So his stats are pretty average. 5's pretty much all around. 2 extra points in wisdom. He's pretty good at gathering and crafting. And he's actually got a couple points in each of those. Yes, line charge. Headbutt. Headbutt is strength and intelligence. Line charge is strength. The Guardian gives him energy scattering, which is perception, wisdom, and destiny, and then everybody gets brute force. I like this. This gives him extra experience per turn. I'm curious about that one. Is that extra experience on everybody in the village, or just on him? The character gets a small amount of experience per turn, so he just gets free experience. Okay, well that'll help level him up a little bit. Oh, look at this. We got some new swag to go ahead and throw on people. Let's start with Beal, our Hellhound. Beal is probably the only one who can wear these heavier armors. Oh, I don't have the heavy armor made yet, so never mind. This is a medium armor. This could go on not many characters. Probably our warrior. That's not bad. And then this light armor, I'm tempted to put this on basically all of our characters, but especially the ones that have wisdom-based weaponry, because this actually works in wisdom-based combat. This is an inventor's aid, which is similar to this item, but it's lighter. How much lighter is it? They're essentially identical in stats, if I'm not mistaken. 2.6 and 1.4. This is actually slightly better, but not really. And this one weighs half as much. And I could actually make one that's even lighter than this. But we'll just throw that out there for now. We'll replace these quartz ones eventually with these mythic gathering tool. This needs to go on our gatherer. So it would be this dude. He doesn't even have a gathering tool. Ooh, yeah. Let's make sure that he has that. He'll need some armor, but we'll make some more light armor. Let's go ahead and find another one of these on there, and probably at least one more. And then another gathering tool, and maybe another shield. We'll see how that goes. I think there's a couple characters that could use a shield. Alright, this guy definitely could use more mysticism. We can make him a mysticism specialist. I think I had a weapon that was good for mysticism. I'm trying to remember which one that was. It's the book that he has, right? Yeah, Random Blast. And Ice Spike, wow. That's really good on him. He definitely needs some better armor, though. And see, all of these are kind of trash. Good for trade, though. He's a one-handed weapon, and his best stat was Wisdom. So we could probably make another one of these. We'll need to get some more granite or another stone item. Okay. Well, let's see. Are we ready to make a new party yet? I also want to go uncover this. I'm gonna have to decide who's sticking around in town and who's the demon circle, huh? Who's sticking around in town and who's going exploring here pretty soon? Another thing we could look at doing is crafting boats. Like a sailboat would be pretty easy to craft. We could craft a very light sailboat. Something like this. 10 movement, 5400, or we could go whole hog. 13 movement, 14 movement with 8600. That's pretty good. This type of bow $1,900 carry capacity, but only 11 movement. This one does have more, I think, like gathering and research slots, since it actually has, it's almost like a mini village. What kind of a raft can we build? The best raft. 8 movement with 4,700 carry capacity. That's not bad at all. And it's very cheap to make one. Perhaps we should. Total weight is 500. 500 compared to this, which is only 400. This weighs less and has better stats. Did I look at that right? So this weighs 432, movement of 10, carry capacity of 5400. Versus a weight of 500. Yeah, and less stats. So why would you ever build this one over the other one? I don't know. I suppose you could go with that, but even that's not... Yeah, it's just not as good. Alright, so let's build like a small boat out of this. Get a small sailboat made, and this will help us get around the island once we do get our other group. And we'll just crank through a bunch of turns here. I know this has been kind of a boring video in some respects, but I actually find the crafting and all of this pretty entertaining. So I know it doesn't make for great YouTube content necessarily, but that's something we got to do when we're doing these long plays. Crank through all these turns here. Wow. Stats galore on this character. I guess just go with the strength. Alright, looks like we've got another one of these made. So we can go into our equipment. Ooh, this is a master crafted one. Who do we want to give this to? Maybe our demon? Maybe our chosen. Then we'll give this thing to the demon, because it's... Actually, it's about the same as what he had. Alright, oh, we got our heavy armor too. So this heavy armor could go on Beal, since he's probably the only one who can actually wear it. Beal's gonna be a beast. I mean, he is a beast. Probably doesn't even need this weapon block. Probably better off throwing that on somebody else who doesn't have much armor, but might end up in a fight. Hypnotize. Yeah, we'll just leave that on him. Alright. Another piece of equipment made. This character needed some armor. Actually, he's most likely to get into physical combat. What's the heaviest armor we can put on him? This will work on him. How good is that? 24 armor. That's pretty good. Better than this, since he's most likely going to be in physical combat. Which means we can save this for somebody else. Probably none of these characters, though. This character or this character. Or this character, even. I mean, this demon has really good stats with that book, right? Not as good as I thought. But better than these characters. Okay. That's probably good for now. Get a couple more turns of gathering done. Yes. What are we working on here? More gathering tools. We need to give gathering tools to all of our scavengers. Scavengers are pretty good gatherers, especially if they level up trash attack along with the gathering ability. And I have 3 of them, so we need at least 3 of those tools, maybe 4. Put another one in the queue. Let's go to equipment. Let's make sure all of our scavengers have a gathering tool. These are really good gathering tools. Also good for rituals. Not that we're doing a lot of rituals right now, but she's got a gathering tool that's not bad. I need a couple of shields, it looks like. And another suit of heavy armor for him. Alright. So let's see. We need another shield. Got one being made, but I'm going to need another one. And then we need another suit of heavy armor, which is this one. Alright, let's see what we got here. You spot the signs of some type of Domavenic demon looking to settle in your abode. House demons can be a blessing or a curse upon your house, so you must decide if you will let it in. Well, we're trying to be friends with everyone because we are the chosen of Lada. The demon you invited in is a Zumik, a human-like creature with very long arms and legs, barely covered in patchy skin. You had better give it plenty of good cooked food, or it may bring great misfortune to you. Once let in, it will return several times demanding the payment. Give it the cooked food. How much does it want? 60? Alright, we're gonna have to get on to cooking some more food, it looks like. Cool, and we got some new grains. Well fed, the Zimmick goes away and leaves you with good crops and a blessing, but you know it will be back soon. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I need to get somebody over to cook. We'll leave the creature to his task. And we need to go to cooking. And I got all kinds of things we can cook. Let's go ahead and cook some of these grains. Grain-related foods. Because I don't have any of those currently made. Oh, I got a couple characters that haven't been doing anything. That's not good. They could have been gathering, or researching, or anything. Alright, so we'll get those made for now. What else do I want to make? I mean, there's quite a few things. So we've got grain and fish, which has not been on our list until now. We have a lot of that. And then I think I have grain and fruit. Right? Grain and fruit? Yeah, we already got the fruit pie. This doesn't work with grains. Nor does this. Do I have fish and spice? I do not. Let's get some of that made too. This needs to be changed to 1. Alright, so they'll just kind of tear through getting all these things cooked for us. And now we just crank through turns again. Alright, we got some characters who've leveled up. A rat. More mysticism. Trash attack is usually good. Counter attack or higher level of line charge. Her intelligence is pretty low, so retaliation isn't all that great. It's good to have a couple points in it, but line charge is definitely useful. This character just needs to be tougher. This character could benefit from Strength of the Swarm, or just make them a craftsman. I think we'll go with Strength of the Swarm. let's take a look at our cooking. So we're on to the grilled fish now. We can make some more of that. Make some more of those. Make some of those. What else? I don't think we have any of these in our stock right now. Yeah. Let's go for some variety. Right, we can take her off of that for now. She does not need to be gathering any more fruit. We got fruit galore. We got fruit for days. What do we want to do with her instead? Yeah, I guess we have both of those already in the queue. So these are the three foods we're always going to be able to make. And there's actually a fourth one. It's fish and that. So we'll always have access to 4 cooked foods, no matter what. And I ought to make that one while I'm at it. Fish and fruit. Fish cakes, yes, yes, yes. Let's make a bunch of fish cakes. We'll make a bunch of fish cakes for now, and then all the rest of this, and then, yeah, like that. Alright, that'll keep them busy for a little while. We have our boat. Alright. And we're working on a few other items. She is a really bad craftsman. We could make her a better craftsman, but she's pretty bad. This character is actually not a bad craftsman. And if we give her a crafting tool, even better. Let's go ahead and move her over here and get this done a little quicker. So if we move this character over here, I'll move him to this one for now. And then go to equipment. We'll make sure that they have a crafting tool, which they do. Do I have a better crafting tool? Not really. And that's fine. Does anybody need a gathering tool? The rat can have one. If we take this off, the rat can have one. Alright, we've got a shield. He can have that now. Ancient shield. That'll help. How many shields do I need? So he's got a shield. I need 1, 2, 3 more shields potentially. 4 if I want to give a shield to him. So yeah, lots of shields. Shields are going to be important to get in everybody's hands at some point. Let's take a look. I don't have ranged weapons, or I don't have the materials to build them. I thought I picked up bows and crossbows, but maybe I didn't. Let's take a look here. I did not. Alright, so let's see. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make very good bows. We could make slightly better wands, and javelins are out of the question. So good bows and javelins are not really something we can make. Spears are not really something we can make until we get tier 2, where I can make wood and wood or wood and leather. Then we can make some pretty decent spears. Not going to be able to make good pole arms until we get to tier 3, so that's not really valuable to us. Clubs are not really an option. Swords are not really an option. So it's looking like spears might be our best bet. This does unlock the leather. And then bows just aren't going to be good until we can get to like tier 3. Because I'll need the wood and the wood. What does shields unlock? They unlock more wood and leather as an option. So I could make even better shields made of mixed materials potentially for a tier 2 shield. So I could make a 20 wood with 14 or a 20 wood with 11 leathers. Medium armor unlocks wood and stone. Heavy armor unlocks bone and gems. That's not very useful to me. And light armor unlocks leather and leather. That actually is pretty useful. But I only have 1 point, and I think I only have 1 point. The one that I want, yeah, but I have to get to here. So that's going to take 2 points. What about scrolls? I don't even remember if scrolls are any good. Scrolls. Low speed, medium damage, 2 additional spells. Codex. Ooh. Could definitely build a good codex. Interesting. Well, I think we're gonna go with the scrolls then. I can definitely make some of those now. Let's take a look at what awesome scrolls and codexes we can make with our leather. So we can make a random blast with hurry up spell, or true damage, elusive bite with second skin shielding. Interesting. Is this a spell? This just gives a shield, a single ally 9 shielding of any type. -3 delay is pretty high. That's 3 seconds, over 3 seconds. The random blast element is not great. It only targets a single enemy. But it is probably the best version of this that we can make. So we'll add that to favorites for now. And then the codex, I can make the same kind of codex with this. And this is going to give me several good spells. High level random blast, masked lullaby, or inspire fireball and random blast 3. I don't have very many characters that use mysticism, but this would be an incredible codex for them, if I ever did need to use them. Let's go ahead and confirm one of those. And we'll make that a favorite as well. Alright. Anything else that I need to do? Just clear some of these things off of here. Ah yes, a character leveled up. This character will take the 2 points in destiny, I suppose. All things that we haven't done yet. Alright, slowly but surely getting some of this stuff done. I'm actually gonna get these guys cooking like that. We'll just kick that one out. I want to save my spices or my herbs for other things. Fight these crows. Got some eggs. Nothing too important. Alright, are we finally getting any of this done? Even with 3 people, this is taking an awful long time. It's fair to say that some of this should have probably been done in the autumn season, and we should be just doing more gathering right now, but that's kind of boring. More boring than what we're doing even. Okay, this scavenger needs that tool. This shield can go on this character. And still need at least 2 more shields, maybe 3. I also need 1 more of those. And we'll see if I need any more heavy armor. Alright, food-wise, we can make that, that, and that. And that. Research we don't need. Crafting, I've got 3. Gathering. Who wants to gather something? We burned through quite a few turns. How are we doing on wood? We got 52, we were at 70. Is there any material that I want more of? I'm kind of tempted to start collecting topaz, to be honest. Topaz has some pretty interesting advantages when making lighter tools and weapons and armor, but maybe we just get more ancient wood faster. I guess I'm happy with that. I want to get to a point where we can actually use our boat. We got heavy armor. So let's throw that on to this character. Now he's got 94 shielding. Only 25 health, but 94 shielding. Also, more gathering tools probably needed for some of these characters. She doesn't even have any tools. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. I mean, I could put this on her, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense to. We'll leave him on her for now. Alright. Cooking. Spreading these guys out makes the most sense, but let's actually change these to infinity. And we'll just kind of move them around every couple of turns. So we can always have food being made. Different kinds of food. We got 44 turns of food. And then we can go like this. Alright, this character could use some more strength if we want to put better armor on him. Also, more health. This character is getting really close to leveling this up to max. So let's go ahead and put a point in there. Cool. And I think we're just about ready to have our adventuring party go do some adventuring now. Let's see. We got our codex and our scroll made. Let's take a look at that real quick. So the codex is best on a character with a high mysticism. I believe only one character has reasonable mysticism, and that's this one with 11. But let's just run through here. He's at 11. The rat's actually up to 7, but he doesn't get to use anything like that, so throw that onto our zombie demon thing. And then this one-handed scroll is just not as good. This one actually works well on somebody with high intelligence. But it's two-handed and it's not very high level. Ice Spike is kind of okay. Who has high intelligence? A couple characters did. 6. This one's at 7. Yeah, a lot of my characters do, but nobody has like way higher than everybody else, other than our Hellhound, which is super high level. Well, I guess we'll just hold on to it. Alright, so how many more suits of armor do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I believe these guys can wear the medium armor, right? Yeah. Except for him, he cannot. Interesting. Yeah, no medium armor for him, or at least not this one. 23. This one's only 78. But this character can. So we'll need to make one more medium armor and several more of the light armors. And then I'll need to see about making a medium armor that he can wear, or making him a lighter bow. Oh, actually, we had a lighter bow, and it probably had the same damage multiplier. Well, unfortunately, I can't do much about that. Alright, let's switch the cooks back to the other types. Make some more of that for a couple of turns. The only other thing I can make is this, but it uses up our herbs. I'm not too keen on that. I think we've used up basically all of our spice, right? And I've already got both of those designed. Yeah. So the only other thing I could do is use up our herbs if I wanted to, which I don't. So we'll just have to live on 4 food types. That being said, yeah, so we'll just leave these up for grabs. So we'll always have the 3 core and then the 4, so we'll always have 7 potential food sources from this village at any given time. Well, that'll make your book a little bit better. Alright, so I needed one more suit of medium armor for sure. Where's the light armor? Need like a couple of those. And I can't make any more of these, can I? Actually I can, because I have 20 of that. So we could make a couple more of these. Let's do that for now. Get everybody outfitted good, and then we'll make our party. what do we have? Parry just gives straight up more shielding, or Ghostly Axe leveled up. I would like to level up the Ghostly Axe because this character doesn't have much he can do in a purple engagement, and leveling up Ghostly Axe will make it slightly better, although his perception is so bad. Maybe we do just take the parry. We're never going to put like serious points into perception on this guy. Drain Will or Headbutt? 7 damage versus 7 damage. Having two skills that basically do the same thing. This one does allow for purple combat though. I guess we'll activate that so he can do something in purple. Alright, time to switch our cooks back over again. Ooh. We actually used up all of our fruit. Well, have I got a job for you two? A wise one visits your village and offers his services as a trainer. Pay to improve intelligence, pay to improve wisdom, pay to increase max mental health, or a challenge of 1 difficulty, intelligence, show off your knowledge. Being the chosen of Lada and having intelligence as one of our main traits, I think we're going to go with that. $600. Well, let's see. What is worth the most? You know what? We could sell some of this crap armor. This one is almost worth 600. Actually. Yeah, like that. There you go. And it gave it to the one character that really doesn't need it. I wish I could pick which character it interacted with. Alright, our rat has leveled up. This rat has both of these skills pretty high at this point. I'm going to go ahead and max out Strength of the Swarm here in the next turn or two when he levels up. I'll be more than 2 turns, but the next time I get to level him up. Alright, we should have some new equipment to throw on a couple of people here. Let's see here. Crafting tools for you, or sorry, gathering tools for you. Oh, that sucks. Trash quality robes. Well, they're better than what you have on, so we'll do that for now. Flat gathering tool for you. So we need 2 more gathering tools. Medium armor for you. And I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get this guy anything better. I can't really do it. I mean, I don't know. What are his stats? He's got 11 wisdom. Honestly, we could give him one of these relics that we're making. That should allow him to wear heavier armor. But if he's going to use a relic, he probably wants the armor that's going to apply to yellow combat. In which case, I just need to build more of these lighter armors, I guess. Yeah. Maybe so. Alright. A small group of weary dwarves arrives at your doorstep, asking for a place to rest and regain strength. They say they will pay you in stone for some basic supplies. Invite them in. Unmovable as stone, sharp as mithril. You do know the old ways, ladies. And we thank you for the hospitality, even if it was so basic. We learned a little bit of crafting on our demon, got some wisdom on our hunter, got some blessings on a couple of other characters, and it looks like we picked up a little bit of stone and an axe, and a decent wooden shield, but not as good as what we can craft. What do they have to trade? Sorry, laddies, we do not trade with younglings in their shabby shacks. You be kind enough to leave us be now. We paid for our board. We could try to convince them to be more open. Now, I was told by one of my viewers that one of the reasons we're having such difficulty, and I completely agree with this, came to a similar conclusion, is that A, we're kind of under-leveled, but most importantly, I think we're just under-equipped. We have much better equipment on many of our characters now. I don't know if we would be able to pull off a difficulty 6 challenge, but I think it might be worth a try. Let's go ahead and see what the auto-resolve says. That's a lot better than we've seen in the past. Victory with serious injuries, I'm willing to take, because I don't think anybody's going to die from it. I sure hope not. Trade? What do we have to trade? Interesting. Have some very heavy armor. A one-handed cudgel. That's not very useful to us, but they do have 14 steel, 8 silver, and 18 quartz. Tempted to take all of their raw materials. That's 3,000 value. What could we give them that would be worth something close to 3,000 in value? Well, we have all these old crappy suits of armor. This one's actually worth a lot for some reason. Yeah, that's probably good. Maybe we even do like this one instead of that one. Even closer. Perfect. These ones I could also take off of their hands and just break them down into their parts so that we could get some of these raw materials out of them. For example, I could get a bunch of steel out of this armor. It's kind of expensive way to get steel, but we don't have any really easy way to gather metal right now. So this probably works. For 9,000, I don't know, we might not be able to get there with this crap. Yeah, it's looking like we're not going to get that much. Even if we put all of our garbage over here. I don't really need that axe that they gave us. I can get to 8,000 with the scroll. Well, we're getting closer now. I don't want to give them the quartz. Okay, so now we're within 1,000. Just to get these, though, I mean, most of these I'd be willing to give up. The ones that I'm kind of interested in keeping are the most valuable. We're not going to use the Scaled Codex anymore. There you go. Confirm. Okay. I need to make sure he's equipped with an item that regenerates his sanity. He still has 63, but did I get rid of that one? I must have. I must have sold one of them. That's fine. We'll just switch these on these two characters for now. So now he has the sanity regeneration per turn. He's also going to have reasonably high morale. Alright, so this is actually a really good version of the armor. We'll put it on him. And I've got 2 shields. This character could use a shield. Or not. Is this too heavy for them? It is. It's not too heavy for this character, though. So this character can carry that. I was going to break these to get the steel, which we did. And then this is just not a very good item, so we'll just hold on to it. We can sell it. This shield can go on, I guess, him. And this shield can go on this character because they're not strong enough to carry anything better. And now we're almost done equipping everybody. I need to make 2 more suits of armor. Light armor that we can put on the rats. And then we're done. Alright, so let's go to... we got that being made. We need 1, 2 more of those. And I guess that's it for now. do almost have enough to make one of these. That's a 2.6 attack. 2.6 or 2.7 if we get a couple more quartz. Now, where is her? Her axe is a magical one with a 2.1, so we're not going to swap that one out. And his is a 2.2 that is not magical. So we should swap his out. Alright, so we're going to need... Well, let's go to equipment first and see. This has some quartz. I only need a couple pieces of quartz. So that should be enough. Yep. And then this is just garbage, so we'll just trash it as well. So now I can make that quartz version of the two-handed axe. With quartz and mythic leather. Okay. So that'll just take a couple of turns, and then we're in a pretty good spot. Alright, it looks like we have plenty of this resource, so we can take people off of it and move them onto some other things. So I don't need you three on that anymore. But I could use characters on some of these. Get these done a little bit quicker, maybe? Let's go back to cooking and let's get our rats back on the cooking. You notice some of your resources are gone. Track the thieves with our hunter. Mark it on the map. It's going to be this mark here, maybe? Alright, well, I guess that is our cue. We need to go track these thieves down. Alright, let's go to inventory and let's start with characters. Who's staying and who's going? Well, if anybody's going, it's going to be Beal. Beal's our strongest character. The zombie can go with him. The hunter can go with them. I'm tempted to take the other warrior, but then that kind of leaves our party sort of alone. I think I'm going to take our gatherer with this group and leave the scavengers here. We've got two scoundrels and a scavenger. We'll leave this warrior here. This one's been with us since the beginning. So maybe we'll put her over here and take these 5. And then I'll just sort of leave him here to continue crafting materials as we need them. I think everybody in this group is in pretty good shape. If they're not, we'll double check here in a minute. Okay, so food-wise, let's transfer about, say, 40% of the available food. Alright, and then we'll take some wood. I can just take all of the wood. We'll just gather some more wood real quick. Okay, and then equipment-wise, we need the boat. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know this. We got a master-crafted boat. 11 movement and 66,000 carrying capacity. Pretty spectacular. Is there anything else that this group is going to need? Well, I don't know yet. We need to go to the equipment screen and see. So this is the main party. Expedition 1. Let's check their equipment. Okay, so yes, we need at least 1 gathering tool, probably 2. None of these characters. Alright, let's move Expedition 1 back for a second. It's kind of hard for me to check all their equipment when they're all in different groups. Okay, so this guy and this guy, yeah. We'll pull a couple of these off and swap them for yours and yours. And this is a percent one, so he doesn't actually need a percent tool. He needs like a flat tool. Like, what is his gathering? His gathering is like 2. So yeah, this flat one's probably best on him. The percent ones are the better ones for the rats. We're not going to be doing any crafting, so she can take that. She's in a similar situation where this doesn't really help a lot, but it does increase the carry capacity of the group, so it's good to have it. A flat one would probably be better on her, but we'll just do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and swap this onto him. Yeah, he does 17 with that. And we can also grab one of these shields, maybe. Yeah, that's a pretty good outfit for him. He's set, he's set, he's set, she's set. I need to get that axe made for Beal before we leave. And then her character, if she's going with us, she should have this. Is this too heavy? It is. Increase movement. Increase gathering. Yeah, I don't have a lot of pets that are worthwhile. If I take this off of her, I think she can do it. Yeah, okay. That works. We'll put the jewelry on somebody else. Maybe this character, because he's pretty likely to get in combat. Alright. This axe really should be on this character. His damage will be lower, but the special effects make it worthwhile. And then this trash quality one we'll be swapping out for the nice one we're crafting on her. Okay, and then let's go back to cooking. Put these characters on there. Whoop. Rats. We want the rats. Alright, so one turn and this will be done. I've got 3 characters that can do a little bit of research. And because this village never disappears, that research will stay. And then gathering. Sure. There we go. Last turn. Hey! And now crafting is 25% faster. Now that we did all the crafting. Alright, we're just gonna slap this onto this character and probably just leave that for now. Okay, who needed... I guess just the rats? Yeah. Alright. So basically everybody's outfitted except for this character. Oh. Can I even give her a better thing? We'll just throw that on her for now. And then crafting or gathering. She's probably going to be doing more gathering, so let's do something like that. These characters probably can swap. I'll leave that on him. This character has a flat increase to crafting. Yeah, we have several of these things we can make. Okay, now let's get our party. Let's start with the characters. So we want the Gatherer, the Scoundrel, the Warrior, the Zombie, and the Hellhound. And, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want all of these characters. So we're going to leave the one warrior that's a little bit weaker back with this party to help deal with physical attacks on this group. This one does mysticism. These two are mainly in it for gathering purposes. We could take the Mystic, but I think I'm going to leave the Demon here. Yeah, let's leave the Demon here. This is probably good. Okay, and then equipment, we don't need any of that. We'll take all of the wood, like I said before. We'll take roughly 40% of the food. Because we don't have as many characters. And last but not least, we'll take the boat. Alright, cool. And now, this other group, so let's cycle through. So Expedition 1 is going to get in the water. And the village, I need to enable burning of elven wood or something for a second. Actually, we'll enable the burning of dryad wood. And then I'll have some of my characters gather dryad woods. What do we got? Take her off of research for a second. Let's go to gathering. And let's look at my best gatherers. So I need somebody on dryad wood. Not you. But maybe you two. That's too much. I need like a 100, so like a rat. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly enough. So they'll get dryad wood for a couple of turns, and then we'll be able to burn that instead. I've got 73 ancient wood and 93 mythic leather, so we have enough of these to do some more crafting, which we should be doing. But I might put... just continue to get some of these. We're running out of fruit fast. So let's get you on the fruit. I've got plenty of meat for a while. One rat can continue to cook. And we can have this guy cooking as well. We'll cook a couple turns of that and then we'll swap back to this one. And then crafting. Let's see. We needed some more gathering tools, I think. But there were some other new things I think we can craft. I'm good on shields. One-handed axes. I could actually craft... like that. That's not a bad one-handed axe. Here's what I'm really looking for, though. So we got 47 steel. I could craft... .3% crafting increase. Not amazing. 3.5. I don't have a lot of stone. 3.6. I mean, just craft one of those for now. We'll just keep him busy with various things. What's something else that would be good for him to craft? I'm not sure. I'll just have him do that for now. Alright, we're out of movement here, but this group can also do its own thing. We can have somebody on research, and this is another one that as long as the boat stays in the water, it doesn't lose this over time. I guess I could have collected fish while we were here as well. Okay. This character could end up going mysticism. We do have some cool books we can make, codexes and whatnot. And our movement is really high, so we can get all the way down here and around the bend if we want. I think I want to go like to there. And then we'll go ahead and jump onto shore. We won't have any movement this turn. So we'll just wait a turn. Pumpkins are approaching you aggressively. Ooh, which group it is? Okay. So it's our main group. I don't think that our one magic user is going to be enough to tackle a group of 4, so we'll go with this. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll resolve this manually. I'll see if I can't take advantage of the fact that we have a lot of strength of the swarm characters. These do not have a lot of health except for this one. Alright, so let's start with... I guess I only have 2 strength of the swarm in my hand. What is her ability? Oh, retaliation. Okay. Alright, we have a way to give quite a few extra shields to a couple of characters, so I think let's start with a rat. And then every character that we put down after the rat will also get stronger. So there's this character. And this character definitely wants to attack this pumpkin. Probably just with this attack. And these will get stronger. Alright, so then this character has 20 attack damage. We could also do randomly attacks 1 to 3 targets for 14. That's a pretty long delay. But it could end up killing a lot of these other pumpkins. Especially if we have anything that we can use to speed it up. So I think we're going to put her out. Alright, how many? I got up to 3 points left next turn. So I want to put 14 shields out. I can wait till next turn to use his. We can put the boar out to soak 1 hit. Let's do that. It looks like her attack is fast enough that it's going to go off before all of these get a chance to attack, which is really good for us. And then I can put shielding on the rat and her. Or who's most likely to get injured? Probably her. And then I've got one more ability. Does he have any attack that would actually be safe for him to swing on? I think if I put him in this spot, he's safe. And actually, I can put him in a back line somewhere, so yeah, we could put him like here. Alright, cool. And notice these guys' attack damage jumped up quite a bit. So that gets rid of that one. Nice. So that went a lot better than they were predicting it was going to go for us. Cool. Possessed elder pumpkins, some minor gifts, and some vegetables. Vegetables should be disabled in our town as a food source to ensure that we can cook with it. These mushrooms we can't cook with, so we might as well enable those. Same with the spices. There's not enough of them to use in a recipe at this point, so they might as well be morale boosters. But this one, we can actually cook with it. I can cook twice, or yeah, basically twice with this. So let's go ahead and get that done while I'm thinking about it. And so it looks like I can cook vegetables and meat. But let's take a look here. Yeah, I don't have any other recipes that use vegetables, so I'm only actually going to get one cook-off. We could do vegetables and meat or vegetables and fruit, but all of our fruit has been used up again. So vegetables and meat it is. Not you. We'll finish those off, and then they'll both jump to this one and do it the one time they can. Alright, he leveled up, so let's grab some more wisdom. Sure, why not? And my craftsman finished crafting something, so let's craft something else. What else should we craft? Well, buildings would be nice to craft, if I had any buildings. The buildings that we could craft include lumber mill, wishing well, herbalist hut, dwelling, increase morale, school, increases research points per turn, which is nice, the forge, and the warehouse. I think we're going to go with this just so we can get more research points more quickly. We could build a very good school. We have lots and lots of ancient wood. So let's go ahead and confirm that. And let's see if we can't get it built. So I need 70 and 35 more. Gives us an extra 4.6 research per turn, an extra research slot. Or, sorry, 4.6 per person who is researching in the chair. And then just a passive 0.04 per turn. I could also do that. And that actually gives us access to this one, which gives us slightly more passive research, but less research per person. So I think we'll go ahead and craft this. This is good, and we don't need to collect that much more material to do it. And we have a 10% chance of a masterwork, so that'll work. Everybody else can sort of stay on the tasks that they're on. And we can switch to this group. Go ahead and get some things done. Okay. Interesting. Greet the unliving and ask why they have children. Ask how we can help. Keep listening. The ground shook, and Mommy and Daddy and my brothers were shook to death. I cried and cried, and a lady came from where the ground shook. She gave me the dolly and said I can have my family back. Now they are back, and we play forever and a day. Seems like we are supposed to kill the zombies so that they can sort of be free. Let's see if we can convince the girl to destroy the doll. She throws a tantrum and the unliving get agitated. They are grunt and walk towards you aggressively. Well, we've run out of options, I guess, so attack them we will, and wipe them out we will. You kill the unliving and find the human-looking child crying. When you try to talk the child, it doesn't know what happened, only that its family is gone. You walk up to the child, but it hisses at you and runs off into a tunnel. Okay, well that didn't go quite like I expected it to. But we have mushrooms again. This group probably can cook something with the mushrooms at some point. But first, let's clear this demon circle. You find a demon's nest, which in itself is an oddity. Clearly something drives these demons to congregate here and roam the territory. Ask them why they are acting like this. It is not common for demons to behave like common beasts. Oh. Well, it's a good thing we have our own hellhound, because that one's pretty strong. I will accept that. They do not answer, as if enthralled by some spell, but your words give them pause and they abandon this nest in silence. Okay. We'll set up camp. Gather some meat. And cook some vegetables, something or other. We have the most fish, so that's what it will be. There we go. Alright, and I've noticed that we've gone a little bit longer on this one than we did on some of the other ones. I apologize for the first half of this video being very boring. But we had a lot of stuff to get caught up on. And now that we are, I think we're going to be able to be a lot more successful in a lot of our challenges. Yeah, we'll just go with the 2 there. And then we have bite or energy dispatch. Well, we already have a lot of offensive ability with our axe. So let's pick up some more of this type of attack, just in case we encounter those types of challenges later. This group can break camp and... Ooh. A Lightbringer camp. We can probably take a Lightbringer camp. This will be a difficult challenge for us, but we've managed challenge level 6s before. I will accept that outcome. Alright, we got some wraiths. Weird, and some clay. Equipment, because wraiths are equipment apparently. This is actually a very powerful wraith. Holy crap. This one not so much. Let's put the Uber Wraith on this character. And the less good Wraith on this character, and then we'll put the Gathering Pet on him. That way both of these characters have something to do in offensive combat with the summon. We can summon wraiths. That's kind of cool. Alright, and we have enough to go ahead and get over here and fight these guys. We'll fight them this way and win handily. Random assortment of crap, including some seaweed. Take their stuff. Let's see. Let's disable the seaweed so we can cook with it later. We're done cooking with mushrooms for now. And yeah, I should probably not be burning the good woods. Alright, how much movement do we have left? 0, but there's not much for us to do. I guess I could cook some food. So we could probably just do one of these. We'll just make some sushi. Alright. Alright, that'll work. Make some more food. Keep their food capacity high.
now I think it's time to get back in the water. Alright, so we can gather some fish with you. We can do some cooking with you and get some research done. He's probably best suited for this task. I could put him here 3 turns. I don't know that we're going to be at sea for 3 turns, but I'll go ahead and put him here just in case. And then we'll go to the cooking and throw... Yeah, that's probably good. Actually, no. That's good. There we go. Okay, so this group is now taken care of. He leveled up again. We'll go poison throwing dagger one more time. And let's take a look at what these guys are up to. So... Oh, can't make any foods right now because we're out of fruit. So let's get some more fruit. Alright, who else needs to be doing something useful here? He's still working on the school, I guess. Yeah, we're at 5 turns. That's quite a while. I could move her over there. Let's take a look at her equipment. So she has a crafting tool. Let's see. If we put this on her... So this gives her 20 crafting, and this gives her 21 crafting. So we'll go with that one for now. I don't know why she doesn't have a weapon in her hand. So I'll throw the scroll back on her, because I don't know what else to give her. Alright, we're leveling up quite quickly now, which is nice. I guess it really doesn't matter which one of these I take. I forgot to move her over here. And then gathering, I guess I'll take you off there, put you there. Move you over here. And actually, what we really need is more wood. Wood's gonna take a while, that's fine. Fruit is also kind of taking a while. We gather fruit less efficiently at this time of year. Alright, and now back to the other group, who have 11 movement. Investigate the shipwreck, unliving, attack, destroy, and a quartz relic. 1.4 attack, some mushrooms. Loot the ship. Oh, looky that. We got some rum. Those pirates and their rum. Alright, we can move quite far. found another terrain artifact. We should probably work on that. And actually, I could get onto shore. Right here. We'll set up camp. Put those two on that. We'll put those two on that. And I think I just got enough mushrooms to do another one of these. There we go. Alright, this seems like a pretty good place to go ahead and stop the video for today. Ooh, we are getting scorched. Characters lose 1 in 5 health each turn while outside of the village. Scorch only lasts for 2 turns. Okay, I'm not too worried about it then. But yeah, this is a good place to wrap up the video. I think we made a lot of progress towards actually getting back to adventuring. And now we have like a home base where we can create pretty reasonable equipment and sell that equipment for better gear. We have a boat so we can get to the other islands. So we're at a pretty good spot. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I enjoyed it. It was kind of boring, but we had to get through that grindy part of the game to get to a more exciting part of the game. So the next video should be a lot more exciting because we won't spend 2 hours literally sitting in our village cranking out gear for all of our characters. Until next time, this has been TheNosePlays, and you guys have